Hi Atiny, welcome back to my channel. Today I am reacting to ATEEZ's newest Japanese album. I'm super excited to get into this. Now I've heard all of these songs before except for one, which is The King, which I'm excited to hear. Of course, we're not going to listen to Rocky again because we already watched the MV for that and that was absolutely incredible. They did an amazing job with that. But first we're going to start with Intro Beyond Zero. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. I always love a solid instrumental. Oh, this is really good. You don't see a lot of groups start out their albums with intros as instrumentals. So this was like a nice little surprise. I really enjoyed that. It was a really good instrumental. There's actually a lot of K-pop songs where I wish they would like put out their instrumentals on Spotify so I could just hear that. Because I've constantly grown up with music, but because I was in band and orchestra and everything, I always took a liking to like classical pieces and like movie soundtracks with just instrumentals and everything like that. So a good instrumental is gonna depict whether or not I really like a song. Like some people really like either production or lyrics or whatever, this, that, and to decide whether or not they really like a song. I am big on the impact of instrumentals. So how beat switches, just like they said a while ago, the impact that ATEEZ had, stuff like that, really will make or break how I feel about a song. So I really like that they started out this album with a solid instrumental. So, but with that being said, the next song we have is Deja Vu, Japanese version. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. This is actually like my first comeback with ATEEZ. I guess with Deja Vu. I just hadn't reacted to them on my channel yet. I can picture the choreo. Ooh. I love raps in Japanese. Every time they perform this, I always wanted to do it with them. Ooh. Ooh. Honestly speaking, if I didn't already know this song is originally in Korean, I would 100% believe that the song was originally in Japanese because it flowed so well. I think Deja Vu is a song that the original like Korean lyrics are already very staccato, and it's just further enhanced when you start speaking the Japanese language with it. So like that last part of Mingi's, or like any really, you could tell it was really apparent on the rap, but it sounded a little bit punchier, which was really, really cool. So now the next thing we have is The King, which we haven't, or I at least haven't heard anything about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, I like the chants in the background. Oh. Oh, Jungho. Oh. Ooh. Oh, okay. That one, it almost felt like a modern take on basically the soundtracks you would hear in those movies of like The Gladiator or anything like during that time of the great battles and like the Colosseum and anything. It sounds like a modern twist on that. The like fans and like chorus sounding chants in the background were really, really grand. Um, like I feel like most songs like this would have a like a really brassy trumpety sound. But I felt like this got the theme of the song across without needing all of that, which I thought was really, really cool. Minky's part in this, my man went off, especially. Oh, I don't even remember where it was, but it was intense. I feel like I I feel like Mingi and Hong Jun's rap styles are very contrasting, if that makes sense. But they complement each other very well. I feel like Mingi has this big, great, grand sound when he comes in, but Hong Jun kind of like slithers his way into a song, and it mixes really, really well. They both have great impact, even with their different individualistic styles. So, vocals sounded amazing on this. Jongho, I know you are a talented vocalist. You do not need to blow me away in every song you do. Oh my goodness. Okay, next we have Turbulence. So, let's go ahead and get into this. The cadence during that section is so good. The layering in this song is incredible. first and foremost, to get into this song, when I heard this live, it was absolutely incredible. The layering and stacking on this song is fantastic. Fantastic, because I feel like when you have that much going on, it's going to overpower the top line, and it doesn't, which is really really good. Like, it's really really nice to hear. Um but man, this was so good. This was so good. I love it's so easy for them to, because I feel like sometimes when you get when you change a song from Korean lyrics to Japanese lyrics, no matter what language you change it into, the meaning's going to be a little bit different because no language translates over 100%. Um but it works. Their songs have made them to where they work in multiple languages, and it's still the cadence doesn't seem off. They're not trying to, where in a Korean word they were trying to fit in 3 syllables, but with Japanese it's like 5 syllables, so you're trying to crunch it in together. Like, it's swapped very very well. So, but this, when I listen to this song, no matter what language I'm listening to it in, I always like have to like immerse myself in all the ad libs and everything going on in the background, because it's just absolutely incredible. So next we have Take Me Home. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into Take Me Home. I like the instrumentation break. I'm not alone. 소리 거대한 모진 도전 I gotta like you. Why you always be what I did wrong. 난 못하면雨に濡れるの.濡れた目が雨と混ざ君からの慰めがの. もうここからは抜けて夢の中. So tell me where I go to other side. Somebody take me home. Hey, もう一人は嫌なのさ毎晩. Oh. This phone. Oh! Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that ending. Oh wow. This song gave me like 80s vibes. If anybody else felt that way, like part of me sat there for a second. I was like, I feel like I could find this in like Stranger Things. Like the instrumentation for this. Um it gave me that sort of vibe. I was not expecting to be blown out of the water with a saxophone at the end. That was incredible. But it further enhanced the sound of the song, which I really liked. I don't think I've heard this one before. I think this was my first time hearing this song. It may have been on one of their last two album reactions, and because I haven't done an album reaction for their most recent stuff yet, I hadn't heard it yet. Because everything else has pretty much been a title track that, or they do double title tracks that I had heard prior to all this, because like Fireworks, which we're about to listen to, was the very first ATEEZ song I ever fell in love with. Like I was there from the beginning. And then Turbulence and Deja Vu came out at the end of last year, so I was able to see like their promotional stages, and which I did end up watching and everything. So like I was very, very familiar with both those songs, but I don't think I've heard this one before. So that was really, really cool. But lastly, we have I'm the One. You guys know how much I love this song. So with that being said, let's get into this. This is interesting to hear because I know this song by like heart. Okay, so they kept all this. Oh, I love this song so much. It was so good. They did such an amazing job with this album, and it was so nice to hear some of my favorites from ATEEZ back. Just like the Japanese versions of it. I was wondering how I was gonna feel about this because really I usually prefer songs I hear in the original language first. And it's not even so much the original language, it's pretty much the language I hear it in first. Sometimes it's the Korean language, sometimes it's Japanese, sometimes it's English. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's even Chinese. So, I am so attached to the Korean version of this song that I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna like the Japanese version because even like the Korean lyric, but like the essential part of the song that I love so much was still like here. And I thought the Japanese lyrics flowed really, really well, especially during the rap part. The vocals in the song are so good. It's so, so good. I love this song so much. But with that being said, I'm glad I got to do my first like ATEEZ album reaction. I actually planned a long time ago to do their most recent album reaction. I haven't gotten around to it, but I probably will try to do that one sometime soon. Um, so be on the lookout for that. But again, I really, from the album to Rocky, everything, The King was so, so good. So I'm really excited to hear more from ATEEZ. I think did they announce a comeback recently? I feel like a lot of people in the past like 3 days have announced a comeback, and so it's hard to keep up with which ones are coming back and which ones aren't. But I want to say I heard that they were coming back sometime this summer, maybe. Y'all let me know if I'm correct on that, but it would be really nice to experience my first like Korean comeback with ATEEZ. So, but with that being said, be on the lookout for my next ATEEZ reaction. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and support the channel. Love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye, Atiny.